X6, we're in the car with Big J. Big J, we just left the prejudging. We're gonna go get some food right now. Teriyaki Madness. How was the show? You happy with the turnout?
The turnout was great. We had, I think, obviously more people there than last year. Obviously, the competitors are more. The quality. I saw a bunch of guys that competed last year. I mean, kid that won the overall in bodybuilding, he's competing again.
Isn't that cool for you to see people redoing your show even though they want it?
You know what? It's funny because a lot of people came up to me and sincerely said, "Jay, thank you for having the show," and it's pretty cool, man. It's like I never thought I'd be a promoter, now promoting a lot of events, but it's just cool to have it in Vegas. And this is like I'm driving home to my home.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go work out, and then I'm gonna go back for the night show. We have a pretty cool opening, so it's pretty cool to have the local support. I mean, having it at the Palms, at the Pearl, it's like crazy. I mean, that venue's. I mean, Matchbox 20 was there last night performing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they have UFC events there. I was just reading the list of what's coming up there, and it's like, I'm in a venue that big timers are. I mean, it's costly, but and the guys promoting the show with me, Remy and Dana, they're such good guys. They just they love bodybuilding, and it's not just bodybuilding, obviously, with men's physique and bikini, but they love just the whole business, and they're very thoughtful about the competitors. We put together some bags, and they made T-shirts for everyone, and you saw the food spread in the back. I mean,
good muffins,
muffins and cookies, and so I mean, when they're finished, they can go eat that stuff, and it's really cool. I mean, I'm just happy to be a part of it, and of course, have the opportunity to be a part of it, and everyone's talking about the Olympia, and you're wishing me the best, and I know you're gonna win, and that's pretty cool. I mean,
yeah,
it's pretty.
You got some people coming from. I mean, it was a guy from Ohio and a guy from the UK.
Yeah,
and people
a guy
fly
from Michigan came out. I mean, they're coming from all over the place, which is pretty wild, man. I mean, it's
not even a national qualifier.
I mean, it's Vegas, so people want to come to the nice weather, but I mean, it's 80 degrees right now. I'm looking at the temperature.
That's true.
But MD's there covering it. Of course, you're here, and Sean Ray's there, and
much better coverage this year.
Came. Yeah, I mean, I've been asking everyone to come every year, and I think now they're like, "We're going to come cover your show."
It's great.
And
support.
It's pretty awesome. I mean, to have such a big support system, and I'm
Very
excited
cool
about the outcome, and I'm looking forward to next year because I think it's going to be bigger. We're having a qualifier next year, so.
Oh yeah, great.
And of course now, I mean, I was in Maryland last weekend for the Gladiator show, and now, this one with these guys, and then we got, the Jay Cutler in Wyoming this year. We got the Jay Cutler in Massachusetts. We got the Jay Cutler in November in Maryland. I got the New England's in November.
Wow.
So it's crazy. I mean, I'm just all over the place now. For not as a guest poser, as a guest, I'm actually involved in these competitions. So
a promoter, yeah.
It's pretty wild.
It is cool.
People always ask me, what are you going to do after bodybuilding? And I always thought, I'll probably have my own supplement brand, which now, of course, is the case. But I never thought, okay, I'll be promoting bodybuilding events too. I mean, I said I'll be giving back, which I thought I'd be traveling and still speaking about my experiences as becoming, the best bodybuilder at one point in my career. And now I'm actually hosting events.
So you're making the transition from being a bodybuilder yourself to...
Yeah, but what's wild about it is, I'm still a bodybuilder. I mean, I'm still training to try to win the Olympia.
But it's going to be a natural transition, the one you decide to let it go.
I think it's going to overwhelm the bodybuilding side, which I feel it kind of has it to a certain degree where, I have to shut everything out and close the door and train. I mean, I did that for a lot of years because I was so actively involved in so many different business ventures. But I never thought, I remember I was involved in the real estate, and I did commercial stuff, and then I got involved in some different things with different investment deals, and that gave me the opportunity to make money. And I never thought, okay, well, I'm going to do a bodybuilding event and host that, because I never thought bodybuilding would expand the way it did, because obviously, I was looking at the teen division here. We only had 3 teenagers, so I still feel like the teens aren't getting as actively involved. They're going more to men's physique and that kind of stuff. I saw one girl, she was competing. She was 17 in the bikini. I mean, that was pretty cool. But The younger generation, I think they're more focused on, other stuff rather than being fit.
Mm-hmm.
But I see now the shows are continuing to grow, and bodybuilding may not be as strong, but people are still following it. Like people say bodybuilding's dead, and I sometimes said that myself. Like bodybuilding was dying because I didn't feel like there was as much quality guys coming on board. But I think bodybuilding's bigger than ever because people are following it more. I mean, everywhere I go, I'm recognized, and people are actively like following the magazines and online features, and the MD's doing a phenomenal job, getting things out there, and of course exposing us in a positive manner. There's just a lot of positive things about bodybuilding. I know it's got different raps over the years, but bodybuilding's given me a life that I would never have. I mean, I just look back at my career, since the beginning, 21 years, and every step that I made was a positive one, it seemed like. I mean, yes, I got injured, and I won and lost, but
those are just bumps.
The experiences in life is just, and having the opportunity to be, Jay Cutler, the bodybuilder, it's been amazing. So, I mean, this is kind of like a storybook career almost. Where, kid starts at the bottom and goes to the top and wins the Mr Olympia, and, loses it, comes back and wins it, and
you'll have no regret when you retire.
No, especially after I come back and win the Olympia this year.
Yeah.
Which I know everyone doubts, but
well, that's great. If you can have a life with no regrets, I mean, what else can you ask for, right?
No, I mean, a lot of people can say, they'll lie to themselves and say, yeah, I don't have any regrets, but when you have everything, I don't know how you can have any regrets, you know what I mean? And I honestly could say I had everything and more than I ever expected or wanted or continue. I mean, whether it be materialistic or just living. I mean, healthy. I travel the world and I represent what I feel is a great business and a great lifestyle.
Do you think you appreciate it more also because you told me in the past we spoke and you said when you were little, because your parents had so many kids, of course you didn't have a lot of money, even though your dad had a farm and everything, you go to school with tape on your shoes and everything, so it's you think you appreciate.
I never thought about it, the financial. I mean, I wanted to make a living at it, but I never sat there and thought about, well, how much money I made. Like guys, like when you come home from the guest postings, and people, I'm sure people watch this that do this. They come home and they count their money and they say, okay, I made X amount of dollars. I don't count the money. I just I just put the 20s in a row and
you don't even care.
I don't. You know what I mean? It's like, what? There's no reason to count it. I mean, it's just business is business. I mean, that's what I do.
Wow, I can't imagine.
I have my records I keep of how my business runs and my bills are paid, but
wow.
I don't know how much I'll make in this show this weekend. I don't, it's the experiences that I care about. Like people coming up to me and actually having fun there, and that's like, I'm walking away. I'm not thinking, okay, well, how many people? Like I'm not running around like how many tickets did we sell? I care less. What I mean? It looked like there was a big crowd there.
Yep. Oh yeah, it was packed.
Yeah,
Ice-T was there.
Ice-T was Coco were there. Yeah.
Sitting right next to Sean Ray, of course.
I think they're she's going to compete or something. I heard so.
That's awesome.
It'd be pretty cool if she was in the Jay Cutler Desert Classic next year.
Yeah.
Since she's she's performing in Peep Show here now. She took Holly Madison's spot.
Oh wow.
Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, the Peep Show. Holly Madison was the headliner. She had a baby, so she took Coco came in and. She's now the headliner at the Peep Show.
And then you get the after party tonight, of course.
Yeah, that's at Moon. The whole Palms is hosting, the Jay Cutler after party.
Nice.
So of course, we'll be heading there at 11:30.
That'll be fun.
Look forward to that.
And that's it. That'll be the day.
If you have a few drinks and
you don't drink.
We'll train chest tomorrow. We'll do back. We'll do back today.
Yeah, we'll get some footage of that.
And we'll see what happens. This guy his transmission just fell out. That's not a good thing.
Uh-oh. Well, thanks for talking to us, Big J.
All right.